guys, sorry I had a little technical difficulties. I forgot to put you guys on the charger, cut it off. But we're back, and I'm grinding up some black beans with whole kernel yellow corn. So let's see what we got. So far, this is the consistency, but I think I'm gonna grind this a little bit more. Stir it around a little bit. One more time. I usually don't use a regular spoon. I use which I'm going to get my spatula. Hold on. And I'm bringing both because I don't know which one I'm going to end up using. Okay, so I think this is a good consistency for my burger. Like I said, I've seen where people use the whole kernel corn for their veggie burger. So let's spoon that in there. Hope you guys can see. I'm spooning, and noticing that the kernel corns did not, because I didn't grind them all that great, because I guess it's okay to keep some of the kernels in there. I think basically if you want to grind your corn pieces down so that you can make like a cream corn or some other kind of corn, just process it by itself. Because when you put it with the beans, this is probably what you're going to get. Okay, I'm spilling beans everywhere. My counter's clean, guys. I scrub my counters with Clorox and everything else. Okay. And let's do this again. Okay. I'm going to take this one out. Sit that there for a moment. Let's get this out. So far, I'm liking the consistency. I mean, I don't believe it has to be grinded to a fineness. After all, this is going to be all going into a burger, and we're going to fry it. Now let's finish up our grinding. Last batch, I hope. All over the place. Okay, so let's do it this way. I was trying to be nice, but you don't want to be nice. You want to go everywhere. Okay, guys, my rice is getting done. And I haven't decided how many burgers I'm going to make. I might just refrigerate some of the fixings and keep it for another day. Especially if I like my creation. I think we're getting there. There we go. Okay. Let's go ahead and finish this up. Everything is going to go back in a bigger bowl. Just make sure we're scooping all this out. I don't like waste, guys. I like to make sure that I'm using up all of my ingredients. That's why rubber spatulas and the like are good. It minimizes food waste. In this economy and in these days, we don't need to be wasting. We don't need to be wasting food. Okay, so let's put this to the side. And I'm just going to rinse out. I'm going to rinse out my pot, or my bowl, I'm sorry. Okay, and then we're going to we're going to just scoop this mixture in there because we're going to be adding some more stuff to it. This can be a little messy, it looks like. We're going to add some more stuff to it, so let's just put it on the side. Okay, and let's just put this on the side. Okay, so let's check on our rice. Aha! Looks like our rice is done. Let's get our rice. I only made a little bit. I only made a little bit of rice, guys. I only made a little bit of rice. So what I'm going to do with this rice, though, is cut the flame off for a minute. What I'm going to do with this rice is I'm going to strain it. So let's go to the sink and let's strain this rice. Okay. Let's put some water in this pot. I strain my rice. It cuts down on starch, whether you're straining white rice or black rice or any kind of rice. It, I believe, takes the starch element down. And then let me just rinse off my strainer. Okay, and let's make sure that we got all the rice in the bottom stirred up. All right, let's strain. We got rice everywhere, but it's okay. Okay, and I like to, I had a little rice in the pot, so I like to put a little water in there. It makes it easier to scrub. And we're just going to go around a little bit, getting the excess water out. Now, some people may take their rice and they might put a couple of sheets of paper towel in the strainer, depending on, those are just little tips and tricks that you learn over the years, just to get all the water out. So I'm just going to do a little shake, 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 because this is going in that mixture. Okay, so let's turn you back around this way so you can see all this being put together. Okay, and we're just going to add the rice in there to this mixture of corn and black beans. Get that out of the way. Now, guys, we're going to set that to the side, and we're going to open up our Impossible Burger meat. And I think I'm only going to use half of this Impossible Burger meat, if I can get it open. Very good. Oh, that's nice. I like that. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to, I thought I had a knife up here. I guess I don't. Go get a knife. And we're just going to take a butter knife, and this is very soft, I think. I let it sit out for a few minutes. I ordered this today, by the way. So there we have it. We're going to throw our meat in here so that everything is in the mix. We're not separating anything, and I'm just going to put this in the freezer. Okay, guys. Wash that off my hand. I frequently wash my hands when I'm in the kitchen because I don't like to have any kind of cross contamination. And I'm just going to wipe this a little bit, wipe this counter. And we're going to put our mixture right here on the side for a bit. Now, this is where I need to check the recipe, but I think I'm going to play this one by ear. I think I'm going to play this one by ear, and I'm just going to do some rough measuring. So let's throw some coconut aminos in this. We want this to have a good flavor. Mmm. Okay, I think that's enough of that. And let me get my measuring spoon. I think we're gonna do. I think we're gonna do 1 tablespoon of avocado oil. Let's get that in there. I don't know if I'm gonna fry it in avocado oil. I probably will. I have a variety. And let's take our egg, and we're just gonna break our egg. Let me get a cup out. So that I can break the egg in the cup or over the cup in case there's any shells. And we're just gonna throw that in there. There you go. Now we're gonna put in our chili O. And I believe that I'm going to use